Started?
Yep.
Okay, let's start with the bottom right quadrant. Who or what is important about you, about the group? So my first thing that's important is that everybody contributes to group discussion. What's everybody think?
I agree with that.
I agree. Having teamwork too.
I also think it's important that everybody communicate and provide help to somebody when they ask.
Yeah, like throughout the week during the group chat.
Right. I'm sorry, what was your first point?
It is important that everybody contributes to the group discussion.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Does anybody else have anything that's important to them about working in a group?
I think we could add something about being prepared, so looking over all of the materials before we meet so everyone kind of knows what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that.
That's a good point. You can't really contribute to the group if you don't know what you're contributing about.
Agreed.
Right, it kind of ties together.
Mm-hmm. I like that, Maggie.
Thanks.
Do you think that maybe like having patience for others would be a good point to put?
Yeah.
I like the understanding.
Mm-hmm. Patience and understanding is always a key thing.
I think also like working together and coming up with ideas together and not just saying, okay, we're going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're like collaborating with each other.
Yeah.
Right. There's no I in team.
Anyone else have anything?
My last point is it's important to me that assignments get done on time.
Yeah.
Solid point.
I was about to say to be precise, yeah, with like how we
everybody following the deadlines we set.
Right. And it's also important to me that everybody shows up. I don't care what you look like, just show up.
And I mean, to go along with that too, I think everyone's been good about if you can't come, like telling us ahead of time, like that's not going to work. And I feel like everyone's pretty cool with that as long as someone takes notes and catches them up too.
Right, communication is very important.
Agree.
I don't know if we already said this, but like turning it, like doing your best work and like giving, like doing your best.
Mm-hmm. No ass-assing it.
Yeah.
Just to put it eloquently.
Yeah. Good points.
Anything else?
I think that's good. So the next box, the one on the bottom to the left, says what inner stuff can show up and get in the way. My first point is it makes me feel proud knowing that I contribute to my team. But this box confuses me, so what's everybody else think?
Is this
So this is with feelings?
Feelings, yeah.
Okay. Well, I was going to say that I feel, I don't know if I was going to say confident, but I guess like not anxious, knowing that everyone is a team player and like willing to have good communication and help out.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely makes me feel like I'm not alone.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. This group project, especially there were times that I felt really stuck and I was like, and I said something in the group chat and somebody responded really quickly and I was able to continue. So that's a thought that could go there that's really important.
What do you want me to put?
Is this box, sorry to interrupt, is this the bottom left that we're working on?
Bottom? Yes.
So I think when it says inner stuff can show up and get in the way, I think it's supposed to be feeling like things that make you worried. So like, I might not contribute because I'm afraid that someone won't like my idea or something like that.
I put anxiety. I also feel like I'm too nervous to say certain things.
Mm-hmm. I put self-conscious on mine.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you spell that? Conscious? Anything else? Any thoughts that anyone has about this?
I guess just that it could be like intimidating to work with a bunch of people, but just knowing that we're all here for the same reason. I don't know if that could be one for like the box, but or just a point to make.
That's
Right.
a good one.
I mean, intimidated
That's
is
like
a feeling, so it kind of goes along with like anxious, but like in a little bit different.
Yeah.
No, it's a good point. I know
No, but
I've thought, like, nobody else has this silly question, but I have it. What do I do?
Right.
Yeah.
And I normally ask it, and you guys are great.
Yeah, you can also add like worry. Like sometimes I worry, like I don't know who I'm going to be working with, so
Right.
you really don't know, when until you meet each other.
Mm-hmm.
You can also talk about in this box, worry about the time zone differences. Are we going to be able to communicate because we all live in different places, and is this going to happen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Andrew, she was talking about that we all might be in different time zones, so that could cause.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Do you want me to put time zones?
Yeah.
Or maybe just like scheduling too. Just like we all have different schedules.
Yeah, finding a day that everyone can meet.
And I mean, in light of today's situation, technology could fail us.
Yes.
Right.
And we might not be able to have the FaceTime or whatever this is called conversation, and so we might not be able to communicate with each other.
Now this quadrant says inner stuff. Does that still go?
Oh yeah, I guess not so much.
Emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we said like a good amount.
Unless you said another like I'm worried that technology might fail us or something like that.
It's got in italics.
I know one thing that I put in my individual too is just like overall being nervous about doing well on the project. So that could hinder either like make you share a lot because you want to make sure we're doing well, or like be nervous that you're not going to have the best ideas or something.
So the assignment says for the lower left quadrant, which is the one we're working on, when you think about being a high-performing team, what thoughts or feelings go up or get in the way? So I think that what we have is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to move to the top?
I think that sounds good.
Okay, so the upper left quadrant is what do you do to move away from or under the control of the bottom left stuff. These are behaviors that you do when you have the thoughts and feelings you described in the lower left, and that other team members or people outside your team might see or do as a team. That's that quadrant.
I feel like one to go along with being afraid to speak up is just like pushing yourself to speak out and contribute more in meetings.
Yeah. I feel like kind of like to bounce off of that, what I said in mine was to like ask questions so you don't feel in certain ways.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like we're all good about that, like you said, with like answering and stuff. So.
Mm-hmm.
Going along with what Maggie said, always doing the reading and doing the prep work before, so you're confident going into the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be one.
Yep. Checking the group chat often in case someone has questions.
Good point. I think the group chat has been very valuable to this group. communication.
They're good points.
Does anybody else have any ideas for that quadrant? Okay.
No, I think we covered a bunch.
Let's move on. Upper right quadrant. What could you as a team be seen doing to move towards who or what is important?
Would it count to be like encouraging each other? I feel like everyone's good about that.
Mhm.
I don't know if that counts.
I think active listening is a huge part of it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Active listening is definitely a good way to show me that you heard me.
Mhm.
Make me feel heard.
What's a succinct way to say? I guess just focused on the in the meeting, like not doing other homework.
Like be present in the moment, I guess.
Yeah.
Or something.
That's good.
Yeah, maybe even checking in with each other too, to making sure that everyone's on the same page.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I think too, maybe just making sure that at the end of like, if we're talking about something, just making sure that someone asks like, does anyone else have anything to add? Just to make sure that everyone kind of got their voice heard,
Right.
which could go along with the active listening too.
Mm-hmm. So some of our other points at the bottom was turning in things on time. So with that, we could check in with the people that are working on the assignment. Hey, do you need help? How are you doing with it and stuff like that?
Mhm. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Anything else?
I think that's all I was thinking about. Anybody else have any?
I think I'm gonna put remaining quiet while others are speaking, so that everyone can be heard. Is that a good point?
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. With like active listening.
No, that's a good point.
Elizabeth, are you taking notes in the quadrants
Yes.
as you're going?
Yes.
I just can't see them. I was just curious.
Yeah,
I can't see him either.
Not you.
I mean, we'll figure it out.
Oh, it's weird because it gives me an option to stop sharing.
I can see your whole
And I can
screen.
see
We
your
just can't see the
cursor, too.
typing.
Well, hopefully you can see it when.
Yeah.
If not,
Wait, no, because we're not recording it. I wonder why. Let me try and make the font a different color. Can you see that?
No. That's okay. I mean, I am recording right now, so at least she'll be able to see that we were talking the whole time, and
Okay.
we
over
had
what
this
I have in each
conversation.
quadrant?
So, what's that?
You want me to go over what I have in each quadrant?
Yeah, we could just do like a final run through, maybe.
Okay.
that'd be helpful. It's like a summary of them.
Yeah.
So in the lower right, I have who or what is important to you about ... Everyone communicates and provides help. Everyone contributes to group discussions, preparedness, patience and understanding for other group members, communicating ideas and collaborating together, do your best, promptness and deadlines, and just having an overall presence in the meetings.
That sounds
Yep.
good.
Okay, so in the lower left, I have anxiety, self-conscious, intimidation, worry, and then in italics, thoughts that we might have are, I'm afraid that we don't do well on this important project. I'm worried that technology might not work like it is right now. I'm worried that we will not be able to meet up due to scheduling issues. I guess I could put, I'm afraid others won't agree with what I have to say.
That's
Yep.
a good one.
Okay, so then in the upper left, I have speak out more and contribute, ask questions, do the readings and be prepared, check the group chat often in case others have time-sensitive questions, and then the thought, like we could say things like, what do you think about this idea?
Mm-hmm.
That good?
Yep.
Okay, and then the last one, the upper right, I have encouraging, active listening, like remaining quiet while others are speaking, focused in the meeting, remaining present in the moment, check in with the group members to ensure agreement among all, make sure every group member is heard by asking others what they think, asking other members if they need help with aspects of the class and the project.
That sounds good. It accomplishes everything.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to stop the screen recording.